Mo Deegan is the most accomplished two-sport female athlete in 43 years of Eastern Connecticut women's intercollegiate athletics, having earned national, regional, and conference acclaim in the sports of field hockey and lacrosse. As a senior captain in lacrosse, she was named in the Inside Lacrosse All-America second team after leading Division III in points and placing second in assists. As a second-year senior captain in field hockey, Deegan was selected to the National North-South Senior All-Star Game and repeated as a second-team selection to the All-New England West Region team. That year, she was named Eastern's Female Athlete of the Year. In both lacrosse and field hockey, Deegan still holds almost every major career statistical category, among them goals, assists, and points.
I'd like to thank Mo for this wonderful opportunity to introduce her into the E-Club Hall of Fame. I can think of no other student athlete that is more deserving from my time at Eastern Connecticut than Mo Deegan. It was an absolute pleasure coaching her in both field hockey and lacrosse. I know you're going to spend time at this event talking about the numerous accolades that you accumulated in your time at Eastern Connecticut. But I think it's really important for the audience around you to really know what made you special, and that was your unbelievable intensity. I know no other athletes in my 23 years of coaching that really exemplified that intensity that you see in the best athletes of all time. When the game was on the line, there was no one more than you that I wanted to have the ball. When the game was on the line, that's what your teammates wanted as well. You were an outstanding practice player, game player, so funny on and off the field. Erica Blosey and I still laugh really hard at some of the conversations that we had. So I think that, that's so long-standing that is a true testament to the kind of athlete that you probably still are, but definitely were while you were at Eastern Connecticut. So you made my time there really wonderful, enjoyable, memorable. The games that we won and the games that we lost were really made special due to the kind of athlete that you were. You set the bar really, really high, and ever since, I do take a look at a lot of the athletes I still coach today, and I measure them to you. You are the measuring stick in athletic intensity. You're a gamer. People used to say, Mo's like a bull in a china shop, and I used to say back, a bull in any shop is going to do some damage, and Mo, with the ball, there's not many people who are willing to stand in the way.
The first things that come to mind when I think of Mo Deegs is sheer intensity. That intensity, I think, is a really hard characteristic to instill in someone. It's part of either having it or not having it.
If we were on a Twitter account right now and I asked that question, here's what we'd get. Hashtag no fear. Hashtag all in. Hashtag winner. Hashtag leader.
That intensity and that energy of intensity, it radiated off of her. Whether it came out of she was angry or she was just being stubborn, but it still came off in this way that everyone else fed off of it. And it made people want to be better and want to work harder on the practice field. And that's what helped us become better.
They remember her tenacity, her fierce attitude, the edge she kind of played with. They would all say that Mo was a legendary leader. She led by example. She wasn't afraid to bring the others in if something was amiss at practice or even during a game. And she was one that, as a coach, I can kind of rely on her to be an extension of myself on the court, because it was all business and was all about getting the job done. And that was Mo. Her work ethic was second to none, and it was all about winning.
She didn't count her own points. She doesn't know how many assists she had that day or how many ground balls. All she cared about at the end of the day, what the final score was, and that there were more points on the Eastern side than somebody else. And you can't help but respect that.
I really am appreciative of this honor, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and again, so deserving, and I'm really happy for you.